Hello YouTube, welcome back. So coming to you this morning from the Brands Hatch Hotel. It's about 7:30 on the morning of American Speedfest. So we arrived yesterday afternoon. Little Legs was with her mum this weekend, so just me and my sister and brother-in-law are here as well. So they've come down for the first experience rather of Speedfest, and so far they're enjoying it. But we've woke up this morning and it's a bit wet, a bit miserable. Weather forecast has today is fairly shocking, I believe. Weather warnings for thunderstorms and things like that. So it's going to be yeah. So since you last watched a video, if assuming you're subscribing and you watch them all, car's done, fingers crossed. Has a new rear section of exhaust on because at the rolling road it was losing a chunk of power, and we believe it was a restriction on the exhaust side. So we've got a new one on, fingers crossed it works. Got a new set of Euro 52s on, tyres. So given that it's damp today, happy days, because they're supposed to be up. The reports I've heard is that they're very good up to the point of standing water, and then we have the wets if it does ridiculously chuck it down. And yeah, other than that, obviously it's engines back here and everything. I haven't actually drove the car since September last year at Snetterton, so this morning it'll be kind of gently learn it and see where we end up. But let's get this show on the road, guys. Let's go. Well, she's off the trailer. It's already getting busy. It's only sort of 9:30 at the minute, and it's already getting busy. Car's getting a bit of attention. So yeah, as usual, Speedfest, busy weekend. Our qualifying's at 11:30, I think. So just going to do tyre pressures. It's already fueled. Check the top wheels is torqued properly, and yeah, I think that's about it. But I'll come back. Hopefully the in-car videos work today. Hopefully we've rewired them in a bit different and stuff like that. So fingers crossed all that will work. But either this will snap to a little bit of in-car from quali, or it'll be me talking again after quali. Who knows? then guys, qualifying done. I think the cameras has worked, so hopefully there has been some in-car footage. Mixed quali, kind of didn't feel like I was pushing, but we've managed to get third on the grid with a 52 something, so not a bad time at all. Half a second off the pole time. But the fan belt came off and took the oil pump belt off, so we fixed it. And now the hope is that I've switched the engine off in time, which I won't know until realistically lap 3 of the race, if the oil pressure stays where it should or if it kind of falls away. It was doing funny things in qualifying, but I think that's maybe the fan belt being doing funny things and shredding itself and doing it or whatever, so who knows, I really don't know. But fan belt's squealing its brains out because I put a slightly longer one on and I can't get the tension on, but I know what I need to do at home. I'm not doing it here, we'll do that at home. But yeah, so far so good. Rain is so far held off. Apparently we race at 4 o'clock today, and you guys, if you've watched the live stream, will have already seen what the conditions are like. But as I speak, we've had a couple of showers. It's dry at the moment, but very much overcast, and all we can do is pray that the dry gods are with us and there's going to be no rain and we actually get a race in the dry and kind of see how we get on. It'll either be a really good race or a really short race, one of the two, but fingers crossed, and we shall see. fresh after race 1 and throttle. So it was going alright. Started third, maintaining third. Safety car caused Chris unfortunately pull it off into the barrier. Doesn't look like there's too much damage, just bodywork, superficial. Then, thank you matey, time for this. Then we, on the restart, passed Sam and Aston in the first corner, sitting second for a lap, or I think it was only a lap to be fair, or 2 laps. It was looking like it was going to be a really good race between myself, Sam and Martin Ellis in the Talbot. And the throttle cable has gone on holiday. Came out of the corner, put my foot in and only went halfway, and then kind of as if something was jamming underneath the throttle pedal, and it looks like it stretched the cable or snagged the cable or something like that. So it's new throttle cable time, and we'll have to start the back tomorrow and see what happens. But oil pressure wise, oil pressure gauge is going all over. I think it might be a faulty gauge or faulty sender because the light didn't come on, and the light works with no oil pressure. And then once it gets the oil pressure, the light goes off, so the light side's working. The light didn't come on, so I'm happy with that. It's just that the gauge is playing silly buggers with us, so tomorrow I will race off the light and only the light. So hey ho, it's been a trying weekend. On the way to the assembly area, the car decided it wouldn't start, running around like blue ass flies, trying to jump start, and then yeah, it's just been one of those ones. So, but we live to find another day. Car's so far one piece, minus throttle cable, and yeah. But one camera I believe's worked. Rear camera hasn't again. Getting sick of these cameras. So if anyone wants to sponsor me a normal couple of GoPros or whatever cameras, get in touch in the comments down there. You know, like just drop me a line. Because that wired GoPro is not going to be in for Donington. He will be getting asked to buy it back, because I'm not happy that just one works, one doesn't, or they both go off or whatever, or they switch themselves on in the middle of the night. I don't know. Something the matter with it. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to old-fashioned way, and yeah, but a bit despondent, but the car's in one piece. It's the main thing. So I'm gonna get changed, have a beer, let it cool down, and stick a new throttle cable on, and fingers crossed it will go all the way to the floor. Fingers crossed. Blimey! Who turned this on? Say hello to YouTube, Dilly.
Hello YouTube.
Say hello to YouTube, Uncle Craig. Hello. Oh, I'm getting wet. Oh no. Oh. And Dilly can't do it, so luckily we weren't out while it was raining like this, and it's absolutely torrential. This is, yeah, this ain't fun. So guys, walking into the circuit now. This is just after 8 o'clock, half past 8 or something, and this is it. Oh yeah. Lovely blue skies, sun's out, t-shirt weather already, in a packed paddock so far. It's going to be a good day, guys. Right then, so it's fixed. So I'll show you the offending item that cost us a race yesterday. You can see where we at was this bracket here. So with silicon, tightened it in silicon, it's like a bit of a stop instant gasket today. So basically this had come loose, the bracket had wound its way down, and then the throttle, which is this bit here, as it was coming up, was hitting. That's what cost us a second place in a class win. But there you go. So it's done, it's on, siliconed it all up, so even if it comes loose again, it shouldn't move. Your battery's fitted. The only thing left to do is swap the safety pads in the in-car cameras and roll them back in and hoist some fuel in, and it's just good to go. Who would have thought? two done. Started, I don't know, 24th, 25th, something like 20 something right at the back, and finished P5 and I believe second in class. But what a race! I believe the in-car videos worked. Excuse me, really fun race. We've had a bit of contact, as you saw there, with Pete. Pete Samuels in the MG. I thought he'd seen us at the hairpin. Excuse me, he hadn't. So there was kind of contact made in the middle of the corner. Back of an MG B1, front of a TVR nil, I think is the result of that one. But had to work bloody hard to get past him. Hopefully I'll be able to pinch them off the live feed in my in-car videos and stuff. But it was very good, very close, very fair racing. What a day! Yeah. So all that's left to do now is say thank you to everybody who's helped, who watches, and put our back in the trailer. And the most important part is, other than our little scuff out my head, other than our little minor scuff here, which will be fixed for Donington, it'll make a nice little video about fiberglass repairs and stuff, won't it? So is that another bit of a hole? Well, we'll get that fixed. So that'll be a little video. Get little and on helping us fix that, and yeah. What did we say, Martin? Was that a good race?
Yeah! Yay! Dave was on it. Yahoo!
Thank you very much, guys, and I'll do an outro just now.
And first place